Making money online is my thing. I'm constantly looking for ways to make money online and to help others make money online because I think it is a gold mine. And coming up in 2025, it is going to be even bigger and continue to grow. So, I want to share with you another income stream that I've discovered that I dabbled in a little bit, and I want to give you the skinny on it, and it's called UGC. So stay tuned if this sounds like something that you're interested in. In this video, I'm actually going to explain what it is, give you some pros and cons from my experience as a new creator in this space, and give you the first steps to get started if you think it's something that you want to pursue. So stay tuned. So I've been doing this now for about 30 days. So this is coming from, I'm telling you, an absolute beginner perspective. I'm not going to claim that I know much about this because I'm new to it. I just dove in and started learning. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. But so far, this is what I've made. And it's been about 30 days. So it's not a ton. It's not going to make you rich initially, but it's a pretty dang good start as a complete newbie. And we'll talk about how you make money as we go along as well. So let's start with the basics. UGC means user-generated content, which really could mean anything. In the context that I'm looking at it, it is videos and photos, really, pictures that I take. So it boils down to these are just regular people like me who are making videos for big companies instead of them using their normal, just boring advertising. So they ask me, you, other UGC creators to create content around their product, and then they can put that on their social media, or they may ask you to put it on your social media accounts, and they can use that instead of their boring advertisements. It's actually a fantastic idea. So it may be a review, it may be an unboxing. Sometimes it is simply just promoting their product, showing people how to use it. So it's all kinds of different ways, which is really fun. So that's what it is, user-generated content. Now for the brand, it's really wonderful because it's going to be less costly than their normal advertising. Plus they're getting authentic content from somebody who is using their product or that others out in the world might relate to. So it's a great idea. Now, most of you probably have heard of influencers, and this is not really an influencer. It may become that on down the road, but you are simply creating regular content. You're not trying to make it look pretty. You're not trying to make it fancy. They really want authentic, organic content from you. Now, I mentioned that you might post it on your social media, but most of the brands that I've worked with have said, you just create it for me, give it to me, and I'll post it on, our company's website and social media accounts. Because I didn't want to put it on my social media accounts because those are focused on something else online, right? And I didn't want to create brand new accounts, which I didn't have to. So you absolutely don't have to have a following. You don't even have to have social media accounts at all because your goal is to create it for the company, give it to them, and they put it on their social media accounts. One of the other big pros, I think, is that you start out small. You're going to start out, creating content for brands that maybe nobody has heard of, but this gives you exposure. So the goal is, if it's something that you want to be in long term, is to get that exposure and get other bigger brands noticing you so you can collaborate with them and maybe have a contract for a year or, indefinitely. So it really does give you that exposure, even though it's not on your social media accounts. Now, how do you get compensated? There are two different ways, and sometimes you get both, sometimes you just get one. The first way that you get compensated is through free products. So if someone wants you to promote their product, they're going to send it to you for free to let you use it, to experiment with it so you can give a really honest review, or so you can show it in the actual video. So you will get free product. And I've gotten some good free stuff. So that's a big perk. And then, of course, the second way is through them paying you to actually make the video. Sometimes when you first start out, like I started out doing just send me the free product, I'll make the video for free just to get the experience. But after that, you'll get free product and you'll get compensation for actually making the video. So there's actually two different ways that you're compensated. Another pro is that it is just another great source of income. So you want to have multiple streams of income, and this could be a great source for you that you can decide how much you want to do. You can take deals, or you can say, you know, I don't have time to do that deal this round. So it's totally flexible. You can decide what you want to do, and it's a nice extra stream of income, you know, to add to your portfolio. There is absolutely zero barrier to entry. Anybody can do this. And I know I say that a lot with a lot of the other things that I do, but it's true. Anybody can do this. I am 59 years old. And as a matter of fact, a lot of brands are looking for Gen Xers and baby boomers because a lot of the social media influencers and creators are young people. So they're looking for older people like us. So you absolutely can do it. There's no barrier to entry. And there are a lot of brands looking for older people. So I have found it pretty easy to start out and get deals. So really, if you can use the camera on your phone, then you can do this. Now let's talk about some of the cons that I found. Number one, you're working with a brand. So you have to follow the script that they send you and exactly what they want in that video. Sometimes they'll give you, you know, some creative lead way to do what you want. But most of the time, they're going to send you a script. And if you send that to them and it's not exactly what they want, and sometimes they're picky, then they'll send it back to you for edits. I don't want to have that hanging over my head that now I've got to make edits. And, you know, when you make edits, it doesn't sound bad, but think about it. It's one video, so you've got to get back in the clothes that you were in. You've got to make sure your background and everything is the same if you want it to flow smoothly. So it can be a little complicated when they ask for edits, and it's time consuming. So to me, being at the mercy of someone else again is, you know, working for somebody else kind of, and that is just not my goal. Anyone starting out new, the compensation is going to be low at first. And to give you an idea, sometimes it might be as low as $30 to make a 15 to 30 second video, which sounds fine. But by the time you shoot the video, edit it, get it to them, you know, it can be time consuming for a low amount of money. So you have to be patient because it does take time to build up your portfolio, you know, get some good experience where you can actually ask for more compensation. So con starts out pretty low money. You also have to be careful if you don't have a contract with them. So you really need to make sure you have a contract that details what they can use your video for and how long they can use it. Because if you don't have a contract and you just give them your video, they could use it forever and you get nothing else out of that. So there are usage rights that I've learned about that you have to make sure that you detail. Otherwise, you know, you're kind of losing money by giving them your content to use forever. So that's a con. You know, anytime you have to have a contract and a different contract for every brand, it gets complicated. And I'm about simple. You know, I'm about simple. So that can get complicated. And then my biggest con is the time sucker. I'm about doing things that give me time freedom. You know, I want automation. I want something working for me while I'm sleeping. And this really isn't unless you're getting paid some type of commission on sales. So it's back to being a time sucker. It takes time to create these videos. Now, I love doing it. It's fun. You get to be creative. It's a very good additional income source. But if you plan on doing it full time, then you would have to say, this is my full-time job. And if that's what you want to do, there's many people who do it and eventually make a lot of good money. but it's still trading time for money, and that is just not my goal. So that's the biggest con to me, is the time that it takes to do it. If it sounds like something that you're interested in, I do plan on doing some more videos to help people with more details on how to get started. But really the first step is, and it is as simple as going out on the social media platforms and just DMing brands. So if you're all about skincare, then look for skincare brands on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and wherever, and you send them a message and tell them that you are a UGC creator. This is what you can offer, and to reach out if they are interested. And I have been really surprised that they do reach out to you and ask for, examples of your content, or they'll send you to their website on who to contact to apply. So I've gotten some deals that way just by direct messaging the brand itself. So you can start doing that. Now, I do suggest that you have some videos in your back pocket to show them that you've done. And the way I did this initially, since I didn't have any deals, was just to find things in your house. So I just did things in my house and did a review on how to use them. I pretended like they were in a box and I did an unboxing. So I just had things in my house, how to use them, took them through the steps, was creative, and that's what you can show your brands until you actually get some content that you can send to them. Now, a lot of people will tell you that you have to have a portfolio. So Canva has a lot of templates for portfolios. If you go to Canva and search for portfolios, and it will take you there. I have found that I really haven't used my portfolio that much. I did create it, and it just tells about yourself, gives some example videos, some example photography, very basic. It doesn't have to be in depth, but you just want them to get to know you a little bit more. But I really haven't had to use that much. So I'm not going to tell you to get your portfolio together first. Start reaching out to people first. Get some content under your belt so you can send them examples, but the portfolio you can do as you go and add videos for brands that you've actually made. I do have one, and like I said, I use it occasionally, but most of the time people just want to see a couple of videos showing your content. So that's where I am now as a UGC Gen X creator. And those are kind of my pros and cons. Like I said, I will continue to post some more videos about it because I want to give everybody the opportunity to do what they love. And if it ends up being something that you love, then you should do it. So as I learn more, I'll share that with you. And my final recommendation for being a UGC creator is only if you use it as another source of income. If making money online is not automated and it's not making you money while you sleep, then to me, it's just a time sucker. It really is. It's a time sucker. So automation is the key. And that's why I still go back to digital marketing and selling digital products. Because once you create that product, then it's working for you behind the scenes. As you create your content and you get the awareness out there, somebody could go online and buy it while you're sleeping or while you're out having fun with your kids or your grandkids. So to me, that is key. You have to be making money 24/7 in order to get wealthy. And actually, that's not something I said. That's from Warren Buffett. And it's absolutely true. You have to be making money 24/7 in your sleep. Otherwise, there are only so many hours in the day that you can work. Even better than creating your own digital products is reselling a program that's already been made for you. You don't have to create anything. It is a digital marketing program that is already created that teaches you everything you need to know about digital marketing, and then you can resell the program for 100% profits. So to me, that is just the no-brainer way to go when making money online. And everything that I've tried, it still is my go-to. It's my tried and true way to make money online. And the Digital Growth Community is the program that I promote. You can look in the description and there's a link to that program that you can go out and look at and let me know if you have any questions. So UGC, sure, I'll continue to do it as a side gig for a few extra bucks, but I'm not going to do it probably full time unless I just get discovered by some big brand. So those are my first thoughts on UGC, and I hope this helped you decide if it's something that you maybe want to get into. If you have questions, please put them below, or if you have recommendations for me, I'm a newbie here, and I would love to look at those and talk through it with you. So let me know what I can do to help. As always, please subscribe to my channel. I'm always putting out information about how to make money online and helping people as much as I can get there so they can live their life in financial and time freedom. All right, see you on the next video.